Hey guys, what's up? It's Ron over at CTREIA. So hey, I wanted to do a fast video today and kind of talk about kind of the true north, and that's an often used, kind of overused, you could actually argue, nomenclature in corporate America, right? So what's your true north? But what I think the lesson I'm trying to convey is, and I see this all the time as a coach, right? So I get students constantly asking me, what should I do here? What should I do here? And it's always easier if you refer back to your constitution, if you will. If you had a personal constitution of what you're trying to accomplish in real estate, right? So maybe you want cash flow, and then you got to dive in deeper. It's like, what do I mean by that? How many rentals? What towns? What kind of cash flow per unit? Why are you doing that? Is it spend time with your family, to give to charity? I don't know. But you need to have that true north, if you will, okay? And that'll help guide some of your decisions. So most people don't really have a true north or a plan or a constitution. So don't be afraid to kind of to go down that road and devise that plan. Okay. So, and I would encourage you, almost challenge you to go ahead and write it down. Too often, what I see as a coach, and this goes back years, guys, prior to even CT this goes all the way back to my corporate days, right? So with a high school education, I was able to ascend fairly high up in corporate America. Very lucky too, by the way, I'm the first to admit that. But part of the reason I was successful in corporate America, in the sales side, by the way, was because I had a plan. I didn't wake up in the morning and say, well, what are we going to do today? It was always, there's a plan, why I'm doing this plan. I'm strategic about how I approach it. And I just, of course, adapted that to real estate when I decided I didn't want to work anymore. So I came up with a plan. I came up with my why. I had my true north, and everything I did was designed in furtherance of those things, right? So too often people just have no idea. What are you trying to buy? I don't know. I'm just trying to look for multifamily. What size multifamily, right? Producing what? Or I want to flip houses. How many houses? Average profit of what, right? What area? And then why are you doing this? Okay. And then of course you get into the how, right? I don't have any money. That's the obstacle. Then I got to overcome that, and how am I going to do that? So years ago, I worked for a large Fortune 500 company, and I got trained in Six Sigma, and it's a process improvement protocol. And anybody who knows me knows that I am not a, how should I put this? I shoot from the hip kind of thing in how I live my life a lot. I'm not overly analytical because I'm just a high school educated guy. I don't know how to work an Excel spreadsheet, anything. But one of the things that you learn when you work for billionaires, with a B, by the way, okay, you learn that they're not necessarily smarter than we are. What they are is more analytical and more strategic. And I think that that's where people kind of miss the mark, okay, myself included years ago. So they always ask why. And in Six Sigma, there's the seven whys. It's been a long time, so don't hold me to that if I'm slightly off. But, why don't I own any apartments? I don't own any apartments is the question. Why? Well, I don't have any money. Why? Well, because I only make $12 an hour at my job. Why? Well, because I never finished high school. Why? Because my dad was abusive. And I'm making this up as I go, right? And you can dial into why I don't have money for apartments, goes back to all that, right? So once you identify the root of the problem, it's easier to make a solution plan, right? So ask yourself why? Why? Keep going until you get your answer. Dial all that together, guys, with the constitution of you, right? What are the set of guiding principles, the true north of what you're trying to do? Write it down, because when you write it down, it becomes clear and it becomes real. It almost manifests itself. When it's in your head, and I can't give you the reason why, the medical reason why, but there's a reason that it doesn't stick until you start writing it down. You take physical action to help manifest what you're trying to accomplish. So, guys, I know this is a little bit of a long, rambling video, but I thought it was important because I just had a conversation with a student of mine. I'm certainly not going to name him. He's been very successful, by the way. It's worth noting that. And he was stuck on a particular deal. Should I buy it? Should I not buy it? And asking why, kind of probing a little bit deeper, because my job as a coach isn't necessarily to just say yes or no. It's, well, let's go deeper, right? Let's ask a bunch of questions. And it came out to, why would he buy this deal? You can't buy it just because it's a deal. And there's times in your journey that you're going to want to do that, right? When you're young, starting off, deal flow is important, not to buy any deal. You got to buy the right deal as long as it fits your goals and your why. But to once you've achieved a certain level of success and you've hit the target that you've pre-identified, well, then imagine, guys, if you just disregarded all that and still kept going in the direction that you don't want to go in. And I know that seems overly simplistic, but you'd be amazed at hearing the other side of that, and to me it's clear, right? I've achieved a certain level and I've sold a lot of stuff lately, so I don't have the portfolio I used to have, but I've bought and sold a lot of things. So hearing it, sometimes you need that clarity of somebody else. So when I was younger, I would have a coach, right? And it was in sales, right? To help me. I was the top guy. I was top by far, by the way. Why would I need a coach? Well, you know what? Why does Michael Jordan need a coach? He doesn't need a coach. Why does Tiger Woods have a golf coach? Think about that. So guys, my challenge to you is this. I'm going to wrap it up. So it is to come up with your true north, come up with your why. The how will fix itself over time. You got to take action to do it, but the how becomes clearer once you know the goal and the why. Get your true north. Find your constitution. Get a set of guiding principles of what you're trying to accomplish and be strategic in your thinking. Guys, thanks for watching. Sorry about the rambling video. Looking forward to seeing everybody at our monthly meeting on the third Monday of every month. Visit ctreia.com. Thanks, guys.